Hi, it's me. I'm back again with another video. I told you I was going to try and get another video up, and I'm here and I'm getting this video up before Dancing with the Stars tonight. So there's a lot of things that I've been thinking about, but news has been going so fast, and things have just been going by super fast and all that. So Um, everything that I've wanted to talk about, I've kind of like passed over already, and I don't think is appropriate for me to talk about. I gotta find some things that I feel are appropriate for me to talk about, and where I don't feel like I'm exploiting it, because there are things that I want to talk about, but I don't want to feel like I'm exploiting it. I don't know. Maybe part of that is just um, I won't feel like I'm exploiting it if I just feel drawn to go talk about it. Besides talking about it on Twitter, which is where I typically talk about things. Um, if you want to follow me on Twitter, my username or my username, my Twitter is Kid Tiger with two underscores after the name. But anyway, that's beside the point. Um, so I'm gonna talk about ABC. I'm gonna be talking about American Idol because this actually directly affects Dancing with the Stars, kind of, sorta. Um, maybe not. But yeah, it does have some impact possibly on Dancing with the Stars, and it's something that I need to talk about. I need to do like some sort of like I know people I follow like Ashley Miller, or I'm subscribed to Ashley Miller and Forts Rocks. They do like a sort of middle of the week like hot topics type thing. I should do something like that. The Read does it too, so I should probably do something like that. I'm gonna look into it. But anyway, ABC. So for dancing, no, not for Dancing with the Stars, but ABC is currently in the process of buying American Idol. Um, I know it was between them and Fox and NBC, although I did hear that one of those, maybe a few months ago, I heard maybe it was Hulu or was it Amazon Prime? It wasn't Netflix, but it was one of the other two that were thinking about taking it and putting it in more of a online format. Um, but yeah, I'm hearing that American Idol is almost a done deal on ABC, or kind of varying reports on that. And I've been thinking about it. I've been getting questions on my blog about it, and how I feel about that. So I'm just gonna talk briefly about it. So first of all, I think it's odd that they're bringing back American Idol so soon. As we all know, it was on for like what, 12, 13 years or something like that. Um, and then they took it off the air, or was it 14 years? Something like that. And last year was its last episode, right? And in the last few seasons, the ratings kind of really dipped. Um, People really weren't caring about it too much. Um, they hadn't really um, produced any people of notable recognition or anything since, I'm going to say, season 8. That was with Adam Lambert. Or since then, really nobody has done much of anything. You have your few people like, what's her name, Lauren Elena, I think, and um, Scotty McCreery, and who's that other girl? Was it a girl? No. What's her name? What is her name? Or his name? No, Jessica Sanchez. So you have them who kind of are, they had little success here and there, but it was very brief and short lived. And, you didn't really hear much from them after maybe like a year or two after their season ended. Um, I guess you hear stuff from Lauren Elena every now and then, but otherwise, you really don't hear much from anybody past season 8. So, it kind of got to the point where it ran its course, um, and it lost some of its magic, a lot of its magic, most of its magic, and you just really got the sense that people were tired of it. Um, they had lost the judges that made the show what it was: Randy, Paula, and Simon. Ryan Seacrest was there, but he can't keep the show going by himself. And when the show was based so much on the chemistry, especially in like the early stages, but the chemistry and the camaraderie and all that between Simon and Paula and Randy and Ryan, um, you lost a lot of that magic when Paula and Simon left, and when they were bringing new people in and all that, because it changed the dynamics and things, and um, it just wasn't great. Um, so it's really odd to me that they're bringing back the show so soon after they canceled it. I feel like if they wanted to bring it back, and they could, I feel like they should have waited a few years before they brought it back. I don't think it's cooled off yet and died down or anything. We still remember it. It's very fresh in our heads. Um, the top two from last season, the Portia and whatever his name is, just they're like releasing albums. So like it's still very fresh in our minds. So for them to go bring it back into 2018, I just don't think it's been enough time. Um, so that's kind of my first concern with it. My next concern is that they're bringing it back on Sundays. So this doesn't affect Dancing with the Stars. However, American Idol, its format is a two-night show. So if the performance show is on Sunday, you would have to have the results on Monday, right? That would make the most sense, especially for a show like that, where you can't really like carry over and do all the stuff that like Dancing with the Stars does. Like you have to kind of do it the way that The Voice does it, the way that X Factor did it, the way that American Idol always did it. Like you can't really take that away from American Idol. So if they're really only going to do it one night, that's already a problem there. Not only that, but Sunday night is a large night on TV, and they're going to have a ton of competition. They have The Walking Dead and what else? The Real Housewives franchise and a bunch of reality shows that are on, and a bunch of other really big dramas that are critically acclaimed, and you're going to have a lot of that. And American Idol, seen as though it did get canceled because the ratings were kind of low. The fact that it is a reality show, and the fact that it's not going to have as much draw as it used to, and people really don't care as much. It's not new. Um, I feel like if they bring it back on Sundays, that's just kind of setting it up to fail again. It's just going to be a waste of money for ABC because, I mean, you're going to have it going up against all these huge juggernaut shows that rake in tons and tons of viewers. And I honestly think it would probably do better in the Monday slot, purely because if they're going to ABC, that's the only other time it'll work. They would go probably Monday and Tuesday would work, and then they can compete with The Voice. And yeah, I just think they really need to think that through, because the way it's being done right now, it just doesn't make sense. And again, they're setting themselves up for failure. Um, Also, I don't think, as I said earlier, the show just hasn't been gone for long enough, and it kind of lost its magic. So while I do think it needs to keep some things, some key things like format wise, like the auditions and the 2 nights a week and all that stuff, the voting and the judges give their critiques and no scores or anything, stuff like that. Besides that, I think that the show needs like kind of a makeover, and don't change it too much to be so far from itself that it's not recognizable, but to make sure it's not like you're focusing on making it like The Voice or whatever, it can still, it can be successful as American Idol if they give it a makeover, and they do other things right, but they do need to make it fresh. Um, and they also need to make sure they get judges that are credible. I don't want to see Jennifer Lopez up there judging people on how to sing because they sing better than her. I don't need to see Taylor Swift judging people on singing. I don't need to see most of these people that are out now judging people on how to sing. If you're going to get a or a singing competition, you need to bring in producers, big producers who've worked with people who can sing and perform. You need to bring in people who are performers, and you need to bring in people who can sing. Um, you can't just have somebody who's a dancer up there or whatever. Like they really have to pay attention to this and not just go by the blogs and what's hot and trendy and all that. So that's just kind of what I wanted to say. I don't think it's smart to bring it back in March of 2018. I think that's way too soon, and I think they really need to think this out before they bring it back. Um, I do think it can come back at some point, and I do think it would have a place in TV. It just needs to be done carefully. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to come with a quick video. This feels so short. Watch it be like 20 minutes, but yeah. That's it. If you have any suggestions on, topics that you would like to hear me talk about, go ahead and leave that in the comments. I do have a couple of ideas for music to talk about because there's two albums that I really want to talk about, and I got away from that last year, and I want to get back to it. And also just other things because Dancing with the Stars is winding down, and I just kind of want to, just record some videos and put them up and kind of start conversations and whatever. So yeah, that's that. Let me know how you feel. Please subscribe and like and comment and all that stuff if you enjoyed this video or whatever. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. Bye.